This time I am working at the other location, the dispatch location for the roastery. Check this out. So yeah, the office, packaging station. Like I said, the office. There's also a lab over here to deal with and take apart and put back together espresso machines, grinders, bits and bobs, and equipment. People use the word coffee machine very interchangeably with any variety of machinery, but it's actually a bunch of different devices that all have functions. Like I am a coffee machine, for instance, if you really want to think about it. I just make drinks, but I also operate the equipment. I can service machines, replace seals, check out grinders, facsimilate a decent idea of what's going on, even if I'm not totally technically trained. There's stuff to do. But today we're just going to be at work, so I might set up the camera in a few cool angles, and we'll see what happens today. Cheers, guys. Alright. So, I'm going to make a cup of coffee for myself. This is a Lumbersoka KB90. I do not like this machine. It has an innovative group head system where you actually insert and drag up rather than putting through in a thread. But honestly, that's just changing the variety of RSI you'll have if you don't know how to use these machines correctly. Make sure everything's clean. And here we go. It doesn't even seem like the big business. I think I might break through. It's all over my life, as long as you're something good. Once I get my brain free, all I really need is to be. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Please don't talk about shit. Yes, somebody will be there eventually. Hey, somebody's here. What do you know? If you have any questions about coffee, brewing it, how I got into it, how you can get into it, which I would recommend you don't feel afraid to ask. Hey guys, what's up? Not my best, but not my worst. I'll give you guys a little look at it in a second. What's up, guys? What's up? The key is practice and understanding texture. When you steam milk, there are two phases, the stretch and the roll, or the fold. The first stage is where you incorporate air into the mix, creating the possibility of generating texture. The reason milk retains this air is because it has protein content inside of it that's actually super elastic. These proteins, if you continue to heat it, begin to collapse. So the hotter your milk is, the more it smells like eggs, the harder it is to do good latte art with. The second phase is the roll or the fold, where you begin to incorporate that air, allowing the bubbles to break down from the motion and actually be incorporated, hopefully nicely, into a silky texture like this. Now we're going to do a little quality check. And what do you know? Scoops back in. By American standards, this is probably close to a latte or a cappuccino, but they're just milkies as far as I'm concerned. There you guys. But honestly, the more important thing is espresso. Espresso is the thing that matters the most, because if you don't have a good grinder, you can't get the quality required to extract content. So when you make espresso, all forms of coffee brewing are two varieties, or one of two varieties, percolation or immersion. This is percolation because water travels through a body of ground coffee. Your responsibility as a barista is to recognize where that sweet spot is. What do you mean by sweet spot? Well, there's a grind quality. Inside that grind quality range, you'll get what is preferable for good espresso and bad espresso. And slowly, as you narrow down your parameters, you'll find that happy sweet spot where you have delicious, complex espresso that isn't overtly bitter and actually carries what we call endemic characteristics. Characteristics that remind you of what that coffee is and where it's from. because there's like a million different places to grow coffee and have it. Only one person watching? That's really sad. Apparently if I get over here and keep making coffee, people are more interested. But yeah, any more questions, let me know and I'll be happy to answer. In the meantime, yeah, espresso. Always clean your gear. Everything always needs to be kept clean. Cleanliness really fucking matters. Probably next to grind quality, cleanliness is the most important factor in maintaining tasty espresso or tasty coffee. Whole thing. What's that? Any other questions, guys? Please let me know. I appreciate you too. Shaharuk Pathan. Nice to meet you, man. In the UK we have that's very strange because the coffee's already been roasted and brewed at incredibly high temperatures. So what do you mean by burn it? That's actually kind of a weird sort of misnomer because, honest to God, if you're making a long black or an Americano as it's called internationally, I wouldn't recommend it as a good coffee beverage. It exacerbates bitterness regardless. Check out James Hoffman, he did a great video on that. Hoffmann. He owns a place called Prufrock in Soho, London. I'd recommend checking it out. But Elise, or Elise, depending on your pronunciation, Miss Jones, I'll call you. Whereabouts in the UK are you from? Don't give me specifics, don't tell anybody your address, of course, but where in the UK? My family's from Doncaster, originally. Well, before that, far back enough, they were Normans. My last name means corn miller, apparently. I also don't averagely wear white. I wouldn't recommend you wear white. This is a work shirt, so I have to wear it, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Roscoe, you keep that shit up, we're gonna get rid of you. So, no stupid questions. And he's gone. You keep that up and I will ban you from the chat. Cheers. Not being mean-spirited, just don't ask people personal questions. I'm interested more explicitly with the region because depending on where you go, you'll find different interpretations of drinks. For instance, in London, a flat white is exclusively a 5.5 to 6 ounce beverage with a double espresso. But in Australia, that would be too strong. Despite the fact that we have the quote-unquote best coffee in the world, we have some of the worst clients because half the people that drink coffee religiously don't even like it all that much. They want syrup or decaf or sweeteners or milk or soy or all kinds of bullshit that actually gets more in the way of the flavor than complementing it. Respectfully speaking, if you like coffee, you can have it black or white. If you like coffee, you shouldn't want a lot of milk because it will get in the way of the taste of the fucking espresso. You are very welcome, my guy, no problems. Birmingham! Fucking A, nice. A lot of the time that burnt flavor comes from either over-roasted or ill-extracted coffee. I'll show you something really cool here. This is called your group handle. This is your filter basket. These are your spouts, and this is the interior chamber of the portafilter. I don't like the term portafilter because it sounds stupid. It sounds like portaloo or porta potty. We have loads of portaloos in Australia, but this is relatively clean. That is relatively clean. That will actually help you remove that burnt flavor. The other big thing is actually cleaning the heads. Check this out. If you don't get this thing cleaned consistently, if you don't make sure it's been chemically cleaned, wiped out, then removed of that chemical material, seasoned and then prepped again for reuse, you're going to get a lot of what we call insoluble solids, microparticulates of ground coffee, as well as oils that extract, remain, and become rancid with exposure to oxygen. It doesn't take very long, so you have to keep cleaning your gear. I backflush where I use this over here, a blind group head, no filtration, no filter inside of it, to effectively wash the interior of the machine. Check this out. 1 second, guys. I'll hold these two buttons. Initiate a clean cycle. That'll run for 78 seconds, counting down now. I really don't like this machine. Personally speaking, if you're opening a coffee shop or considering it, just go with a Lumazoko Linear PB. It is their best production machine. It's the easiest to fix. It has the best quality guarantee of any high volume commercial machine I've ever worked on. And if you get the ABR variety, you can implement mix mode and have really, really good tight control of your extractions. What do we talk about when we say extractions? What are we actually saying? Well, extraction is this weird, nebulous little sort of area wherein we develop what's called a recipe. We can use a device called a refractometer to pass a laser through a body of coffee to determine how much content has been extracted from the dry into the wet of the cup. That's awesome. You can find them what the sweet spot is. Again, sweet spots. When you've more or less mastered, there's no such thing as mastery, but when you've gotten to a point of competency, especially with sensory training, taste, and then process, we have 3 elements to a recipe. It's called the dose, the time, and the yield. The dose is the amount of ground coffee going in, the yield is the amount of wet coffee coming out, and the time is how long it requires to brew those elements. It's pretty cool. And we can use a device like a refractometer, or if you're adequately trained, your own sensory abilities, to say, hey, this is on point or this is off. You also have personal preference. I have a really big affinity for malic acid, so I love green apples, I like tart. And I need to keep that in mind because not everybody does, and I might push acidity more than another barista would. That's me, of course. Acidity isn't necessarily bad, but that burnt flavor that was being described comes from ill-kept equipment above everything else. Bad extraction, one thing. Dirty machine, the other one. Those two together, powerhouse team of making coffee taste shit. To me, it tastes dirty more so than burnt, if that makes sense. But that's with, what's the word? The nomenclature of my palate, at least. Stay hydrated. Hydration's important. But yeah, any more questions to ask about them? Oh, dude, I've been doing this for like 15 years. I have no other skills at all besides video games. Question as well, do you really like coffee? Not everybody really likes coffee. Anybody in the audience, anybody at all, right now, please tell me your preferred drink when you go out to a cafe or coffee shop. Tell me what you ask for when you go out to drink coffee or tea or whatever. Help me out. Put your milk away. I don't respect milk alternatives because they're not alternative milks. What's that? The worst order I've ever made was actually from a former employer. It was a double shot 8-ounce cappuccino with 2 sugars made on human breast milk. It was my boss's for her personal trainer. This is not my coffee house. I work for a roastery called All Press. They started in 1989 in New Zealand before migrating, well, not migrating, but metastasizing to, yeah, I know, Elise, it's fucked up. I've done, again, I've seen too much. I've done too much. Cheers. Yeah, but what do you guys drink? Help me out. Whoop. So guys, if anybody's just catching up now, we're asking the audience to tell me their choice of coffee. Oh. Back in 2 seconds. Manchester! Hey, what do you know? I have a mate from Manchester, actually. What's their name? I might know them. I mean, it's not likely, but I might know them. But yeah, what do you drink? Put it in the comments, please. No judgment, or at least a little judgment that you won't know about. What's up? Ah, nobody has typed anything. Guys, what do you drink? Tell me what choice of beverage you ask for or what you'd like to ask for when you go out for coffee. Please help me out here. Somebody type it up. Thank you. There is such a thing as a bin juice coffee. A bin juice coffee is an order that's so disgusting that you could use it to interrogate Al-Qaeda suspects. My favorite bin juice coffee at the moment, which is the one I dislike making the most, is a 12-ounce decaf almond mocha extra hot. That is fucking disgusting. That is sweet tofu at the temperatures that the man requests it at. Fucking disgusting. This stuff here is shit. Don't drink it. That's almond milk. This stuff here is soy milk. Don't fucking drink it. It's disgusting. And if you actually learnt what was in it, how they make it, and how bad it is for the environment, you have to kill so many fucking bees to make almond milk. It's disgusting. If you don't like dairy, grow up and drink black coffee. Dane, here to capture. Whoa! That's very impressive. Do you work in an office or retail? Because that sounds like somebody who works in an office or retail, man. That's pretty crazy. So that'll be 4 shots in what, a 12-ounce? One of these bad boys? About 300 and some change mil, about the size of a can of Coke in terms of liquid volume? Or was it something bigger like a 16-ounce? Because then you're going to lose me. No offense to you, you can have whatever you want, but that's a lot of milk. If you have a 16-ounce. I live in Brisbane. I'm at Brisbane. This is the Wollongabba dispatch location, Wollongabba or East Brisbane. Check it out. There's a lot of construction going on, guys. Awful, ugly-ass espresso machine. Why did they get one with the orange panels? I could not tell you, nor do I understand. But yeah, if you see this machine at any cafe, it might be a good cafe, but it's a good cafe in spite of the machine. And it was a latte and oat milk with vanilla. It was... Yeah, that's a dessert. If a barista tells you to have syrup, then they don't like coffee very much. So this is Wollongabba, East Brisbane, whatever you want to call it. Construction's going on. Construction all the time. If you go down that way, there's actually the stadium for the games quite often. Yeah, what's going on here? But yeah, if anybody asks you unless it's like a house-made vanilla syrup that actually has real vanilla in it, which is unlikely, you're not actually having a vanilla anything. You're having a vanilla-flavored sugary beverage that doesn't even have fucking milk in it, guys. Come on. Somebody tells you to have vanilla with oat milk, don't go there again. No offense to you. Yeah, it's very nice. I actually live far further north from here, a place called Redcliffe. Redcliffe is kind of dead. A lot of meth heads used to live there and subsequently have died, and now their boomer parents live in the area. Redcliffe has an awful coffee culture. I would not recommend living or working there. But yeah, this is where I'm going to be for most of the morning today. And look, I've had one customer. I've already cleaned this machine out. So what else do you do besides drink coffee, guys? I am a massive fucking nerd. I very much like to game, but I only like gaming in action games, anything that you can combo in. My favorite action games at the moment, my favorite game is DMC5, but only if you can get it on PC so you can play it with the mods. Mods are sick. Mods will help you reinvest again and again and again in a game. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. It would be kind of gross. Even if it is pleasing, like it's sweet, it's sugary. Your brain responds to sugar by saying, give me more, because we have that. Sleep. Oh, yeah, fair. No, all good, dude, no problems. If you... Oh, thanks. This isn't my usual shtick. I normally just upload combos and such, so hopefully you find something entertaining here. Thank you. Come on! Does anybody want a cup of coffee? You there. You on the bike. Yeah. Oh, it's almost too warm to wear the jacket, excuse me. Oh shit. Sorry about this. What's up, guys? Q&A sticker, let's give that a go. No. How do you add a Q&A sticker? How do you add stickers? Hey, here we go. Cool, Q&A's up there, guys. Let's just shift that somewhere out the way of my face. Oh, it's gone now. Shit. No, cancel that. There we go. How do you put a Q&A sticker up there without it being on my face? What's your coffee drink of choice? Done. It's our Q&A. Hello. I'm a chef. How are you doing today, dude? My name is not Nero. I am a dirty. My name is Dirty Nero Main. My name is Brandon. It's just a game that I play. I play DMC 5. Well, I play all the DMCs, but I'm good at DMC 5. There's a poll somewhere in here, so give it a little go and tell me what you think. I'm gonna be right here making drinks for people whenever they decide to turn up. Oh god, the lights! Anyway, how you doing? No, it is not Nero. Glue edits. I'll be around. Answer the questions in the poll. You want caffeine? You guys want caffeine? It's very boring when we don't know this. All good. Fuck, you look free. You look like you have fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Somebody's got to answer a poll. Come on. There's a bunch of you here right now. Somebody answer the question in the queue. Help me out. I'm going to put mine up. Instead. Oh. Oh well, can't change it. At least I can move it. No, my name is not Nero. My name is you there, come here, do this, or Brandon, depending on who's talking to you today. Nero's just a character I play. Oh, check this out. I'll show you guys, since there's nothing else to do, I'll show you guys where I work. I work for these guys, All Press. I've already done this before, but let's do it again. This is the packing station. These are the orders. This is the office. And that dark corner over there is the warehouse. That's where the workshop, I should say. That's where they fix everything. This is a Lamazoko Linear PB2 group. Those are two GS3s that have been broken down either for parts or to recombine to fix one of the two machines. All the valves and electrical componentry, all the parts and pieces for different models and makes and all the shit that they do. Busted grinder. Busted auto tamp. I dislike auto tamping because it incentivizes bad practices. That is the rest of the warehouse space, and that is the graveyard of espresso machines that I get to take a look at every day. Grinders, espresso machines, van. Done a few dispatches. Dispatches are fun. But let's take a look outside. Let's see what's out here, and let's take a look at the building. This is East Brisbane, Wollongabba. And I work here. All Press. They do a lot of good support. They really take care of their accounts. They do a lot. Sometimes with very little, but quite often with decent resources. If there are any geo guesses out there, you probably know who I am and where I am by now, you fucking strangers. But anyway, yeah. I might kill the stream if I don't get much more interaction, guys. I do appreciate all the stuff I've seen, though. A lot of you guys were here, actually. Anyway, back to it. Back on it. Could somebody please answer in the poll? That would be amazing. Let's see. No, not linking that to anybody. Let's just fix that up. Get the angle right. Cool. Let's see what battery percentage I'm at right now. Okay, 68%. I've got time. Yeah, any questions about coffee, guys? Ask about. Hey, somebody else said hi. Hello. Heineken. You like a drink, don't you? Personally, I think Heineken's taste like soda water, but that's just me. I love soda water, by the way, but I don't like Heineken's. The drink, at least. Oh. What's new? What's happening in your world, guys? Could somebody answer the questions in the polls about what your preferred drink of coffee is? You want to see the training room? The training room is actually right behind the cafe. Check this out. Wait for it. Shebang. Training room. Go. Personally, I think the trainer is a bit weird. He does a bunch of what I would call cowboy shit as a barista. Not to speak ill of him, of course. He's a very good guy. He's a very good barista. But like, I think there is such a thing as superstitious brewing, and that sounds really weird. For instance, if you ever see a cafe, they're likely going to have one of these. They're going to have a piccolo glass or a latte glass with a bunch of spoons and water inside of it like that. That is fucking disgusting, because they're just going to use the spoon, put it back in the water, and not change the water. I found mold in these things before. Again, the trainer did that. No offense to him, he's a great trainer, but he's not necessarily promoting food cleanliness in the workplace. How are you doing, sir? What's going on? This whole coffee, you said? Now, they're entitled to a free batchy, but I don't necessarily like it. So if you want a free milky, I'll make you one as well. Yeah, I'll get it. What do you have? Which of those two would you prefer, Mike? Let's do half and half. Right, absolutely. And it's a good like history as well as there's something milk code. Excellent. 75 flat here, that'll be there, and whole coffee and in the ground. Fun fact, they're not actually beans, they're cherry bits. Yes. That's why I just call it coffee. Yes. That's me, I'm sorry, I got some grammar nonsense, so thank you very much, sir. Hey guys, what are you chasing? One black and one black, sir? Yeah, 2 long black. In that size, I would only do 3 shots, is that acceptable? Just double? Just double, no problems. And you want the your line as well? Yeah. No problems, guys. And you also keep doing these, right? Cool, yeah, well, because you're doing fewer shots, I would charge you for smaller cups. No, it's only fair. I mean, water doesn't cost anything. So it'll be 12 and 12. Not just now. There you go. That's fair. Cheers, guys. Can I get you a little bad lid, my friend? No, it's all good. Just so I don't confuse them or get dirty or anything like that. Thank you. Might be too long, fellas. That's not a Glaswegian accent, is it? Northeast. Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, no, you're alright. Say that again, no, they'll be in it.
Alright, that's not a Glaswegian accent, is it? No, I'm sorry.
No, we use there a lot more nasally.
Oh, that's fair. Admittedly, I don't know where he's from, but my favourite doctor was always Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, he's last week.
What?
Last week.
I'm very sorry. I'll stop bringing it up.
I've got a nice accent. I'm a nice one, so.
Oh, it's a lovely accent nonetheless.
Well, it's very great, but depends who you ask.
I've never met a Scot or Irishman that I didn't like.
There you go.
I've also never met a Scot or Irishman that was generally so good.
I am sure I don't drink.
Good on you.
Today.
I was just teasing, please forgive.
No, you're fine. My parents even get the stereotype wrong.
Cheers. Okay, buddy, one lactoseless for you. Good to go when you are. Thanks a mil and have a great day today, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. See you again.
Liking your energy this morning, mate.
I'm sorry?
Liking your energy this morning.
Oh, I'm very caffeinated.
I was gonna say, how many coffees did you have already?
I'm pretty sure I opened shift when my shift started. That's how early I got here. Like 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had 2 espressos, 1.5 milkies, and a couple, maybe a whole cup's worth of batch brew at this point. So
Nice.
just a bit, just a wee tickle, and that
So
is.
you get crashes after doing that?
No, I don't get
Yeah.
crashes. What you do is you swap straight over to drinking.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
No.
Straight into espresso martini.
No, I keep my water intake pretty high. I piss like a diabetic, pardon the phraseology, but phrasing. Phraseology would be the study of phrase. Anyway, no, just drink a lot of water.
Best way to do it.
Oh,
Filter it out.
This is my second one today.
Oh my god, it's birthday.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Have a
Yeah, we've
good
got
one.
See
down
ya.
coffees.
More you here. Excellent. I see somebody walk in a second ago. Again, crazy. Crazy. I was crazy. They put me in a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy. They put me in a rubber room with rats. Made me crazy. Do I just rub it in or wipe it off? Just
Rub it in.
Yeah.
Just use like a
Pinky?
Yeah. You'll feel it. It burns.
Thank you. I had a
It burns, eh?
it's cool. They'll probably hit me when I get it up there.
Yeah.
I scratched myself in my sleep and I woke with a fucking scab on my head. I couldn't believe
Oh, yeah. Is it itchy when it dries out the skin?
Honestly, man, if you don't touch it, it gets better. But then if I don't, there we go. If I don't apply moisturizer like every 18 hours, I just start getting scales around my forehead. The audience is hearing about this now as well.
Yeah, right,
I
right.
occasionally teach people how to make coffee online.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, it's funny because like I game a lot, and I get more views of the streams watching me game than I do of the actual gameplay footage, which is the stuff that I thought would be more important. So it turns out people like my face. I'm like, what the fuck?
What are you playing?
PC and PlayStation. My favorite game's DMC5.
Oh, I don't know.
Devil May Cry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Across the head, singing.
I thought you said DMZ.
No. Dragon Ball Z. Though, that would be. I used to play all the Tenkaichi games when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Card games. They were sick.
I was a CS player, man.
CS?
CS, yeah.
What's that?
Counter Strike?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
first
way
person.
back, 1.6, yeah.
Damn, sir. Very cool. Do you still do first person games?
I was last like a bit into COD and then Battlefield.
Oh yeah.
That's about it.
I always thought Destiny had good mechanics, but they tried to sell you pieces of the game.
Yeah.
That was too much. The second game went from being
All games now are like that. They
Not mine.
The like payable content.
I can't do that. But that's why my favorite games are like God of War, the original trilogy, Devil May Cry, and
Those are good games.
they're all just it's all there. It was on the disc. I still buy CDs. I'm fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, just looking at it, like I have a CD player
You're
in
paying
there.
the same money, right?
Exactly.
It was like
Except now you
something
can own it rather than having a license agreement terminate on you and you lose it.
Yeah.
You hear about that with fucking it's not Amazon. It's either Amazon or Stan. One of those two is no PlayStation. Pardon me. You have the streaming rights for a bunch of games to watch. You've purchased sorry movies to watch, the licensing agreement is expiring recently soon, so everybody that's paid to watch the Dark Knight trilogy on PlayStation or any streaming service, I can't remember the name of the one.
Let's take it back.
They won't be able to watch it anymore just by having paid for it. It's all in the licensing agreement.
Oh,
That's why I fucking pirate stuff. Dude, I pirate everything, but if I really like it,
that's your audience.
I pirate stuff. Oh, yeah, guys, if purchase doesn't imply ownership, then piracy is not theft, okay? Ah, message redacted. Americano. Oh, chai. Hey guys, you got some drinks in there. Sweet. Chais are acceptable, I guess, as long as they're the good, like, loose leaf ones. That powdered shit's really bad for you. Americano, otherwise known as a long black. I personally prefer batch brew or filter coffee. I'm too lazy these days to do pour overs myself, but like, there's so many good bits of tech out there. Well, dropped it almost. Yeah. Any questions about coffee? Please let me know. That is stinging, actually. I feel that. It's isopropyl alcohol, I think. Yeah, I will often go to a coffee shop and ask them what they prefer. So if I go to a coffee shop and I say, hey guys, what do you have that you really like? And somebody says, I have a really, really bitchin' Honduras that's great as a 1+1, an espresso and a milk coffee from the same group handle, espresso and milky, then I'll have a 1+1. Or I'll have a batch brew if they say I have a really clean filter on right now. It really depends on the recommendation, but averagely speaking, milk 1 or 2 in the morning, then the rest of my coffees will be black throughout the day. Looking fat too, I need to lose some weight. Yeah, no favorites, it just depends. My most memorable coffee of all time was actually a washed Honduras that I had in 2013. It was the first time I got to play with single origin espresso, and I was able to say, this tastes like what it says on the bag. And that was really cool. 1 second, guys. Oh. That word. I meant to say at work. Shit. I like zero milk. As in lactose free, or like you don't drink milk? Because it makes sense with the word Americano earlier. See if anybody else is here. Back in 2 seconds. Nice. I normally I have the same problem. If I'm working, I'll go once in the morning before work, or once in the morning after I dial in, and once again during the day. I've already gone twice today. Hopefully I've got the last one coming up. How you doing, dude? I'm just getting some photos increasing my subscriber base. I'm finally getting monetization. Turns out people really like watching me coffee. But they also like watching me with my dog getting coffee. So, and I've managed to get extra 20 subscribers in the last like 10 days. So I'm like an inch away from monetization. We are presently live, so mind where you stand. Say hello. No, okay. You don't drink it. Yep. Milk is a little much sometimes. In Australia, we have this weird paradigm where we have some of the best coffee available in the entire world and a clientele that fucking hates it. Oh, this coffee's a bit strong for me. Can I have a quarter strength decaf extra hot latte with 3 pumps of caramel? You can get fucked if that's your drink. That can say.
What's the ice cream situation?
Double Peru because I couldn't find any of the Colombia today. So, the one furthest from you is the one I brewed first. And if you guys, I need y'all motherfuckers to be on the same page about this. If you guys finish it, let me know. Because last week and the week before, y'all motherfuckers took all my batch brew and I basically lost 2 customers week after week because of it. It's not, I know it's not your fault exclusively.
You're gonna have to tell the conference.
They've got their own fucking batch brewer. Yeah, you know what happened when I pulled the fucking basket out? Molds. There was a new form of life developing in there from the fucking puck that they left behind. I'm guessing a year or something ago. You want to see it? It's still in there. I don't think it's still in there. That was like a month ago. But yeah, so that machine's kind of like, I would use it. Is that face mic? Was. Hey. My man likes to play. How you doing today? Oh, alive, kicking, not too bad. Sorry? The all press? Yes. Why do we call it 80? Because it's all press. I call it 80. No, but my question is why do we call it 80? Espresso plant. We have several espresso plants. It's very generic terminology. I'm sorry, that's me being an arsehole.
Good question. I don't actually know. We just call it EV, like in Israel. EV.
I noticed, yeah, when I was doing deliveries. He wasn't eating two then?
That's true, yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. Just in case it was like a classic hit. Like, a lot of places have crossover contents in their blends. So, like, I used to work at Zimmer, and most of the blends are differentiated by no more than two coffees, averagely speaking. Just going for different levels of caramelization. They needed some more chocolatey contents, they needed some lighter contents. So I'll get out of your way. Okay, you are now on camera. Just go look at it, don't acknowledge it. Somebody said, that dude has an impressive afro. Somebody put you down as Hercule Satan, but skinny.
Hercule Satan.
You know, from Dragon Ball Z. They're both pretty fresh. That was pretty fresh. If you use it up, let me know.
I will use it up.
Please let me know, because I lost a customer last week. Some guy said, I never get back for here, I'm not coming back. I'm like, fuck, why is that?
What is it?
Huh?
Yeah, is that what he said?
Some dusty, yeah. He was using my country, it just walked on. Yeah. And that wasn't my fault. I made 2 batches that morning, both which were on neither of you guys felt.
What's the Caleb, not the head now? Caleb, that's the meal.
Somebody here for you? Trying to get up.
Yeah.
Nah, what these shrinks are like around this?
You feel like
Construction.
Is it the road?
I have.
No, so you say, well, they just parked there, because I saw them behind. Oh, true. So you were in front of me.
Yeah, right in front of you. You stopped at the lights?
Yeah. Right there, right. And then the trucks were behind me.
Yeah, there's one in front of me. I stopped right in front of me. I was like, okay.
Also, nobody's running out of recipes for these, so I was thinking of just.
Oh, but actually, yeah. I found that like one that's going about just above 10. Like 10 and slightly above 10 point.
That'll be the sweet spot for you.
And then I run it at like 1.1 to 1.2. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's popping on right now. Yeah. So what's the agenda today, fellas? What's the agenda today? I'll just asking.
Camp's on the road.
Nice.
I'm going off with Matt
What did people
to Valley.
At the moment 2, but at the top it was like 25. Say hello, fellas. People occasionally ask me to show them how to make coffee. It is 7:30 where I am. Now you know where I am. I've got a fucking geostalker in there somewhere.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, no, I already put it in my jacket on. We're good. Put it down, put it back away. Devil May Cyber. That's an interesting name. Have I seen you in stream before? Let's find out. Sorry, man. I'm going to go to your account if that's okay. Channel activity. Add as moderator. You know what? You're a moderator now. Why not? At Devil May Cyber. How do I go to your account? Channel activity. Oh, cool. You have been in previous. Yeah. Hey. I ain't what? I made you a mod, I guess. Ah, dropped it. Fuck ass bad hand-eye coordination. Yeah. All good, man. Better yet. Devil May Cyber. Is that going to be easy to find? Interesting. Anyway, no problems, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Oh. All thumbs today. There we go. This morning. Ah, that makes sense. I see it. I don't know if you play PC, but somebody did a really cool like cyberpunk costume mod for Nero that I'd recommend. Although I would say it does give Red Queen like a laser sight, which I don't necessarily enjoy. Either or. Yeah, mods. Do you play PC? Let me know if you play PC. We can co-op sometime. That would be kind of sick, actually. There's 16 orders here from the past. Zinc, RE, Bracelet, SP3, SP59, T3, SP50, SP55, SP40, SP50 again. That's same page, I guess. No. What's your right? You're a handsome man. Is it PC? My audience, which so far is a bunch of action game nerds and curios that looked up live copy making. Although I put a typo and it said DNM, which is my handle, is like at word, not work. So, you know, somehow it's still caught me some attention. I need a Word document right now. Honestly, I do these lives, I get at least a couple subscribers each. I've had like 20 subscribers in the last 2 weeks, added on to my overall count. So that puts me ahead, so that's low monetization. They're only putting ads in front of my videos. Like my most viewed video is like 37,000 hits. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I think it's Nero versus Template, but with no style. It's a boss fight. Okay. Yeah, lots of people like to do strats and games have a tool button you can play things. It's like watching a flawless boss fight is kind of like the narrative opposite and equally satisfying to watching a really well choreographed fight scene in the movie. In a fight scene, you empathize with the protagonist, so the more he gets beat up and perseveres, John Wick style, the more you're invested. Yeah. The reverse is true. When you showcase mastery over against his attention and the boss itself, you get invested as you want to be that guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's still both operating on the central theme of empathy, but one is about spectacle and the other one is about strife. Yeah. I did a lot of media studies back in the day. Naturally, that's why I work in hospitality. Yeah, mods are sick. But if you're still there, Devil May Cyber. Devil May Cyber. If you are still there, doubt it. But if you are, please tell me if you're on PC or not, because it would be cool to co-op. Who do you main? Let me know. do. Maybe I should call it quits at this point. Yeah. Thanks for joining me for the open, guys, but it's been a good time, but I gotta charge my phone at this point. See you later, take care, farewell, and bye-bye.